In this video, we will discuss about electric potential and potential difference. Water in a perfectly horizontal tube does not flow. Similarly, charges do not flow in a copper wire by themselves. So if you can observe, if there is a horizontal tube or a canal, the water doesn't flow. See, this is a horizontal canal. So there is no movement of water. The water is perfectly stagnant. Like the same, even in the horizontal copper wires, charges don't flow by themselves. There is a drive which is responsible for the flow of charges. What is that? So, but when there is a potential difference, water starts flowing. A waterfall is a clear cut example for the same. So, if you can observe, this is a waterfall. So, there is very high potential energy here, and ground, that is at the lower part, there is low potential energy. So the water is falling from high potential to low potential. That means there is a potential difference. The potential energy is high here and the potential energy is low. Since there is a potential difference, the water moves, the water falls. So waterfall is a very clear cut example of potential difference. But if you can observe in this picture, where is the potential difference? There is no potential difference. It is uniform all around. It is uniform everywhere. So since there is no potential difference, there is no movement of water. Like the same, the charges don't flow in the copper wire by themselves. Why are they flowing? Because there is a potential difference. The charges flow from high potential to low potential. So basically, even in this example, the flow of charges in a conducting metallic wire, the gravity of course has no role to play. The electrons move only if there is a difference of electric pressure called the potential difference along the conductor. This difference of potential may be produced by a battery consisting of one or more electric cells. So even in this particular charge flow in copper wires, gravity has no role to play. It is not because of the gravitational force. The electrons move only because there is a difference, that is potential difference. There is difference in between the potential in the conductor. So that is why these charges will move or flow. So this difference of potential may be produced by a battery. So if we want to produce electricity, definitely we have to connect it with a source. It might be a battery or a cell. So this battery will be responsible for the difference in the potential. And it can be a battery or one or more electric cells, combination of batteries. So basically, the chemical action within a cell generates the potential difference across the terminals of the cell, even when no current is drawn from it. In order to maintain the current in the given electric circuit, the cell has to expend its chemical energy stored in it. So basically, why is this potential difference happening or taking place? Why do we observe potential difference? Potential difference is because of the battery. See, this is the battery. This is the battery getting charged. So this battery is responsible for potential difference. So this potential difference is present in a circuit even if there is no current. For example, this chemical energy present inside this battery is converted into electric energy by the flow of these electrons. So even if there is no current passing through the circuit, there is still a potential difference present. So in order to create this potential difference, the circuit, that is the cell, has to expend its chemical energy. So this chemical energy has to be converted, and that will be converted into electrical energy. So basically, electric potential is the work done to move a unit charge from one point to the other. Potential difference, capital V, between 2 points is equal to work done W by charge Q. So V is equal to W by Q. So basically, electric potential is the work done to move a unit charge from one point to the other. Consider there is a conductor, and in that conductor there are 2 points, point A and point B. So what is this electric potential now? The work done in moving one unit charge from this point A to point B is nothing but the potential difference. So this potential difference between 2 points is work done by the charge, because that charge is carried, that unit charge is moved. So it is represented as V is equal to W by Q. So V is potential difference, capital V. W is the work done. That is, work done is represented by W. Charge is represented by Q. So V is equal to W by Q. Now, what is the unit of potential difference? So the SI unit of electric potential difference is volt, capital V, named after Alessandro Volta, lived from 1745 to 1827, an Italian physicist. So he is the Italian physicist Alessandro Volta. He lived from 1745 to 1827, and this SI unit of electrical potential difference, that is the volt, represented by capital V, is named after this scientist. 1 volt is the potential difference between 2 points in a current carrying conductor when 1 joule of work is done to move a charge of 1 coulomb from one point to the other. Therefore, 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per 1 coulomb. It is 1V is equal to 1 J per coulomb. So basically 1 volt is nothing but the potential difference between the 2 points, that is point A and point B, in a particular current carrying conductor when 1 joule of work is done to move a charge of 1 coulomb from one point to the other. So if 1 joule of work is done to move a charge of 1 coulomb from point A to point B in a current carrying conductor, then that potential difference is considered as 1 volt. Therefore, 1 volt is equal to 1 joule per 1 coulomb. That is 1V is equal to 1J by C minus 1, or C inverse, which means that is 1J by C. So instead of writing by C, you're writing it C inverse. So 1 joule is represented by capital J. So 1 joule per coulomb. The potential difference is measured by means of an instrument called the voltmeter. The voltmeter is always connected in parallel across the points between which the potential difference is to be measured. So basically, if you remember when we spoke about calculating current in the previous video, that is with the help of ammeter, we always connect ammeter in series across the points, but it is exactly opposite here. That is, a voltmeter is always connected in parallel across the points in between which we have to calculate or measure the potential difference. So potential difference is measured by an instrument called voltmeter. Since potential difference is calculated in the units of potential difference is volts, hence it is calculated by an instrument called voltmeter. We will also see what is this series and what is this parallel in our further videos. Thank you.